the incredible, the wonderful, the fantastic, the one, the only Drew Blazsik. It's time for Faith and Finance. Good morning to you, Drew.
That's a great introduction.
Man, take that, baby.
I didn't know where you're going. I was like, what's going on?
Play it before you enter any room.
This is incredible. I was like, wow.
Hey, happy anniversary.
Yeah,
Happy
thanks.
anniversary.
So, yeah, it's got to give a little shout out to us, our 16th year
Nice.
of a wonderful marriage, Jesse and I. So, and then we've known each other for 18 years.
Yeah.
And just how the story goes was I was roughly around, I'm trying to think, 28. And I still remember that. It was a week before I met the family that I remember praying. I was like, I got to find a wife. And I forgot how the prayer went. And then that's when I was working at Lowe's selling appliances. And then what happened was Jesse's parents came in to buy a washer and dryer.
Are you serious?
Wow.
It was the Maytag Epic. I'll never forget it. And I forgot how it came up, but her mom asked, "Hey, I forgot how it went, but
Wow.
are you single?" Kind of thing.
Oh my goodness.
And
That's
then,
fabulous.
Jesse had to find a washer and dryer like a week, 10 days probably like after that, and they brought her in, and then the rest is history. So,
That's amazing.
That is so fabulous.
at our wedding,
That's epic.
I know, epic. And at our wedding, we had our normal. Well, we had cupcakes for like our wedding, but we also made a washer and dryer cake.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. And I guess I can make the announcement too. I took a new job.
Nice.
Again, I feel like I'm switching too many times, but I'll be at Bowling Green State University.
That's awesome.
So
Fabulous.
That's awesome.
starting that in August. Pretty excited.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you and to the fine institution there at Bowling Green.
Yeah. So
And the fine institution of marriage.
of marriage too.
And
Yeah.
they say the first 16 years are the toughest, so
Yeah. So it's all it just gets
it gets easier from here.
better and better.
Yeah.
7 kids, 16 years, so it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we could talk about I didn't do it last week, maybe I should have, but a little behind, but we could talk about China.
Yeah.
The Trump-China deal, and then there's some things that got underreported in that meeting that we could talk about. So let's kind of go through the themes here. One of the biggest themes was trying to stabilize the economic relationships after the intense tariff battle of 2025. So they put massive tariffs on each other, and everything was really preliminary. It wasn't finalized, right? So they were just kind of going over some things. So trying to really Trump put tariffs on China, China put tariffs on us. Trying to get that down. So you have a lot of America First that agree with high tariffs, try to protect industry, and some don't. China's leverage over the United States. So here's some things. Underreported, China's controls much of the world's rare earth processing. So the minerals are essential for defense systems. One of the biggest ones, semiconductors, especially with processors and AI. Electric vehicles. I don't know if a lot of people paid attention because I don't know if you could really buy Chinese electric vehicles over here. I've heard that they are doing very well. When they first came out, just like Japan in the 80s, what was it? Was it Back to the Future? You guys remember that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They made a comment in the movie about Japanese cars, and then he was like, yeah, laughing about it. And Japan really turned it on. But I guess what I'm hearing about Chinese electric cars are very cheap and good. I don't know. So it's going to be a big competitor.
But not available here.
I don't believe, they're
think so,
available
no.
here. The fear is that they did become available here. I think they would be so cheap.
Yeah.
Because our costs for cars are so expensive.
Right.
And if you look at a family buying a car and you need like our family, one of those 8-passenger
Right.
vehicles, they're just, you're talking about, they're getting close to the average salary of a car.
Wow.
For a car.
For a car.
Your average annual salary to buy a car.
I want to say 60,000. I think it's like 66,000. Now here's we're not talking about GDP per capita. We're talking
Right.
about average wages. GDP
Right.
per capita takes in government spending. If you just take average wages, I think it's around 66,000, 65.
So the price of an average
That's
car.
about the average of a nice SUV. You're talking about, you get a cheaper one back in the day, costing the 20s. Now those are getting about 40, 45,000 of a smaller SUV.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's so important. Electric vehicles, semiconductors, with that. Taiwan remains the most dangerous flashpoint. China views Taiwan as part of China. The U.S. continues supporting Taiwan militarily. So, and that's the question. We have if you guys have been paying attention to the news, we are very close to doing something, I guess, in Cuba.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Venezuela, Cuba. We have a lot of money going to Ukraine, and then, of course, Iran. And now we're talking about that. And then if China went into Taiwan, I don't know if we have the military presence. I don't know what happened there. Especially with the new form of fighting is really cheap drones. And I don't know what would happen there. But
Yeah.
Well, and I mean,
actually.
yeah, and just thinking about that, just the new fighting is drones. No human bodies. That makes war sometimes even more atrocious.
And I forget how much it costs for missiles for us. It's like you're talking about some of those planes that got shot down are in the billions.
Yeah.
And we're talking about at least in the hundreds of millions. And we're talking about those missiles are millions of dollars. Those drones, I believe, are like 10,000.
Right.
And you can mass produce them, and and they're so hard to detect. You don't really have a system that can knock them down.
Right.
Now they can't travel far. But if you're going to go into a country like Iran, and then you're talking about Taiwan, you're talking about drones could travel short distances and cause a lot of havoc. I don't know. It's just a new way of fighting.
Yeah, it really is.
And if you're at all interested why the Holy Father seems to be talking a lot about war, this is one of the reasons, because it's being disassociated from human contact, just sending in drones and all that without any people. It's just crazy.
And when you get an increase in technology and you get the whole debt system that we have, you get a lot of war that happens with that. And then we got AI technology and competition. I mean, China, that's what part of the reason we talk about data centers here, that they argue we need to have you guys driven past Bowling Green?
Yeah.
Do you see that massive Meta data center?
Yeah.
We're talking about, you know what? The more research, there's a famous interview with Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank and Tucker Carlson. You could see it, and they talked about data centers. And Mr. Wonderful made the comment that people are voting for it. And Tucker did his, if you guys pay attention to his laugh, he does that funny, that laugh he does. But know what it is when he's saying people voted for it? They're talking about county commissioners. So they got in Utah 3 county commissioners to vote for it. So when he's saying, "Oh, we got people, the people want it," they're talking about 3 people that voted for it.
Right.
Can you tell me how easy is that for billionaires?
No, right.
You're talking about Zuckerberg. You're talking about these Google. You're talking about Mr. Wonderful. How easy is it for these guys to buy off county commissioners?
Right.
We have to be careful with this. That data center in that Bowling Green, I don't know how it passed. I looked more into it. And there's somebody that showed me the letter they wrote to the data center that they are stating at the commissioners are saying, "Oh, I don't recall voting." Like the weirdest things, the comments this lady told me on Facebook I'm friends with, and she was front and center trying to get them on the record, and they're avoiding the questions. I got to look more into that with that, but the commissioners are the ones that vote for it, and we need people to understand that your electric bill, you're going to be paying for this big time.
Absolutely, and it's like there's no stopping these things.
But, I mean, to your point, with the advantage, let's just call it the economic advantage that they have in China is they're not asking anybody. They're just building these things that they think will put them ahead as a government, as a nation.
And then one thing I want to mention, the Thucydides trap. With Trump mentioned, when you get a superpower that's up and coming and a superpower that's declining, it's called a Thucydides trap that war typically breaks out. And he mentioned that with that, the meeting, and that always breaks out. A superpower that's a declining and an upcoming, there always will be war. And we have to watch out for that not to happen.
Good heads up, and a great Faith and Finance, Drew Blazsik. And again, happy anniversary. I know 25 years is like silver. Gold is 50. 16, you know what it is?
What?
Appliances.
It's a washer dryer.
Yeah. Going back to
Come
Lowe's.
on down.